World.
You got it.
Sam's going to guide us, and Audrey's going to give us a little bit of commentary, and I'm going to sit back and not do anything.
You got it.
Let's do this.
All right, so this is Pushmo World. It is a brand new game in the Pushmo series. It's the very first that's coming to the Wii U. And just in case folks haven't had a chance to check out Pushmo before, at its essence, it is an action puzzle game. I'm in this huge theme park that this fellow named Papa Blocks has built, and there are all these really cool creations that he's made called Pushmo. I'll just start us off on a really simple one so I can give you a basic sense of the gameplay. So what we've got here is these huge structures made out of blocks. And I need to... Look, I'm so cute. Little HD
He's
Mallow.
so puffy.
He looks like you thought he looked adorable before. He's even fluffier.
That's Mallow,
in
yeah?
HD. This is
that's
Mallow.
Mallow.
Papa Blocks over here. So I've got these courses, and I'm pulling blocks to find a way to climb up them. My goal is to get to that flag there. And there we go. So that is the super simple version, but it gets way harder than that.
It gets way more complicated than that.
Yeah, I was obsessed with the first two games in this series on 3DS where, I was completely obsessed with them.
Oh, yeah. Pushmo and Crashmo.
The ultimate travel game.
Exactly. And
And
the
so
thing
this
is
is
that
just a
once you
few
make your way through
courses.
all of the levels, you can actually create your own.
Oh, whoa.
So we gradually get harder. What's nice about these early courses is they give you a chance to figure out the mechanics, get used to how you're looking around, and also how you can check out the different courses. And this is really important, especially when you're playing a larger Pushmo, because I'll just show you in a bit, they get big, and you want to be able to see the whole shebang. You want to see where you're going, where you're going to need to head next. And
You've already confused me. What is... Oh, yeah. All right, I got it. I got a game plan now.
While talking, so this is going to be interesting. We'll see how I hold up. This is a game we're working on with Intelligent Systems, and they're always a blast to work with, and they work with such a cool range of titles, so it's been really fun to have a chance to work with them on this series. Pushmo and Crashmo both for the Nintendo 3DS, so this is our first shot to introduce Mallow on the Wii U. And it's actually coming out, I want to say mid-June. It's real soon, so this is going to be out in the eShop before you know it.
Oh, right on.
There we go. So I made it up to the top.
Nice. Good work.
And I'll give you a peek at a couple of the bigger levels. There we go. June 19th. That was the date. So it's going to be coming very, very soon. Now to take a look at some larger ones. I'm not sure I'm ready for the public embarrassment of spending like 20 minutes trying to solve one, so I'll just give you a peek. We've got these cool levels that look like different critters, different objects.
Yeah,
we've got some
really
larger ones
exciting.
here.
Yeah, and the
and
great
folks
thing
who
is
played
that
the original game will know that there are a lot of special gadgets that you find in levels. Different kinds of switches that pull and push out blocks of different colors. Little manholes that let you climb around inside the puzzle. All those are back here, and we've also got some new devices coming in as well. And here's Papa Blocks.
Oh, Papa Blocks,
My favorite little puzzle designer.
Well, the
so
great thing
here
is
he's
players
actually
won't
showing
have
us.
to wait too long to play this game because Pushmo World comes out June 19th.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah,
for a
it
much
comes out
larger
real soon.
course. And here he's showing me a few of the different ways that I can look here. So I've got R and L that I can use to move around and take a better look at. Here you can see it's a really big one. And this is not the biggest. There are much bigger ones in the game.
What is that hard? What was that?
Oh, that little guy, that was a pull-out switch. So if I jump on that, all the blocks that were its color, which I think was black. Yeah, that little guy, the black one, it'll pull out all the black pieces.
This is the part where my brain always freezes up, where it's like,
I know, they're just
you take
so
that, I'm like,
huge.
I have no... Sometimes these things get really, really intimidating.
Yeah, and there's a lot of strategy involved here. What's nice is this is really a game that's here to test your brain. You don't have to stress out about a timer. There's no clock on you. And there's a lot of ways that you can bounce back if you do something wrong. So say I've totally botched this. I want to restart. I can just hop over here to the reset switch.
I don't know. Yeah.
And bam, everything goes back to the way it was.
I make good use of that reset switch when I play Pushmo games.
I'm going to play
Another
dumb and I don't
handy
use it.
detail here is if I hit a level that's too hard for me, I can skip it, I can move on. If I want to be the perfect completionist and save all the children who are trapped in these Pushmo, get a perfect score, I'm going to have to go back and try them out, but I don't have to worry about being stuck there forever. I can move ahead, try the next one, take a break, and come back.
Yeah.
Also, say I made a jump I didn't want to make.
Oh, yeah,
There we go,
rewind.
rewinding. So I can go back. So it's nice that it's very forgiving. So you can try some really, really challenging courses and not worry that you're going to hit a point where you're just, I can't progress through the game. You're always going to be able to move forward. And I know we've got a very limited amount of time here, so I want to show you a couple other features real fast before we head off. Okay, this folks will remember from the original game. This is Pushmo Studio, and this is a place where you can create your own content. And it's really intuitive. There's a ton you can do here. Basically, whatever you see in the game, you can create your own version here. So this is a quick look at the palette. I've got all these different tools here, a lot of colors, other color options that I can bring into my palette.
Whoa.
So I can say, draw a little one there. And I'm sorry, this is going to be the most simple thing ever imagined. Grab my little gold flag, bring it over, and then give it a go and see how it plays.
It's beautiful, Sam.
And you can bounce back and forth. And the studio
that's
just
a
looks
masterpiece.
so cool, too. A great thing about this game, because in a second I'm going to get into the way you can share content. You can't share a Pushmo unless you've beaten it. So
right.
when you're checking out Pushmo that other people have created, you know you're never going to get stuck with something that just cannot be beaten, because they can't share it until they've been able to beat it.
It's actually pretty unreal in this series how much that extended the longevity of the games. I mean, these were both Pushmo and Crashmo were big games. I mean, it took me a long time to beat them, but the community then got a hold of them. And I mean, if you go searching for QR codes,
You can still to
I mean,
this
you literally
day find
you can play,
new ones.
you can
Yeah,
play
the
forever.
creativity
You
is
can
massive.
play that game forever. And people came up with some.
This is my E3
incredibly difficult
2014.
stuff.
It's crazy.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Yeah, no, I thought I was good at making Pushmos, and then I looked online. It's like, oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. People
Yeah.
make such intricate designs. They make their favorite Nintendo characters into a Pushmo.
I just
It's
love
really
watching him
cool
run
to
around.
see.
He's so darn cute.
That's one of the neat side effects, I think, is that it's so naturally plays into the pixel art of that is our heritage. You know, that is
Exactly,
Nintendo heritage.
yeah.
That it naturally makes people want to take that pixel art and turn it into
Yeah,
puzzles.
yeah.
There we go.
Transitions very naturally.
And actually, you mentioned QR codes. So one thing that's really fun to point out is this game actually could interact back and forth with the original Pushmo World on Nintendo 3DS.
Oh.
So if you have Pushmo for the Nintendo 3DS, you can bring in Pushmo that you created there, scan them into this game and play them here. And the opposite works too. So if you create something in Pushmo Studio, you want to play it on your 3DS, you create a QR code, and as long as that course doesn't include devices that don't exist in the original Pushmo, you can just bring them in and play them right there. So you can spend time here, chilling on your couch, making some cool Pushmo, then pop them on your 3DS, take them with you, and play them there.
Oh, that's great.
What's cool, folks have already taken a look at this game. There's some cool reviews out there, but there's a feature that they haven't been able to see yet, and that's down here at World Pushmo Fair. It's not active yet, but it'll go live with the game, and this is essentially our awesome Miiverse sharing feature. In the previous games, you could share your creations by doing the QR code thing. You could pop them on a message board. People could get them here. Here, it is all right here and direct, ready to go. Once you unlock World Pushmo Fair, that happens fairly early on in the story mode, you can go to this amazing community that brings together people creating Pushmo from all over the world. So literally, anywhere folks are playing, they can be putting Pushmo in here. And this is the first game in this series that supports South American Spanish and Canadian French as well. So we've got 3 languages in this game here. So I could go into World Pushmo Fair when it's active. I can search for the most popular. I can search for things that have been posted recently. I can take a look at yeahs and comments that the stuff that I've created.
And do you download it directly off of Miiverse?
It's right there. So it's all Miiverse functionality, but it blends seamlessly into the game.
So you're just like, give me that one. That one looks really good.
You just
That one
hop
has a
on
bunch of
in.
yes. Oh, man.
Yeah, you can yes stuff to let them know that you think it's good. When you're creating a course, you can set the difficulty level, so you can let folks know, hey, this is super, super hard. This is an easier one, which is one thing I love about this.
Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
So I could go to, say I'm going on a business trip or something like that. I'm going down to E3. Could I go to this, go to Miiverse, yank down a whole bunch of things that I like, and then transfer them to my 3DS so that I could then take them with me?
Yep, you just import them into your...
Next
you're
E3
right.
is going to be great.
I'm good for life. For,
you
for
import
games.
them into your studio, and then from there you can make a QR code, pop it onto your 3DS, and you are set to go.
Nice.
And every time we come out with one of these games, it never ceases to be amaze me just how creative our community is. And there's so much stuff that folk do. I always think I'm making cool stuff, and then I see what other folks are doing, and I was like, yeah, I am such a noob when it comes to UGC. I can't get
Sam,
any close to this.
You mentioned the story mode. I love the stories in these games.
handheld.
They're just so cute and precious. And